Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. This is going to be like the 5th or 6th video of this series of me fixing the truck up. I'm going to clean the truck. Going to start with degreasing the motor and all that. I've already done that. I didn't film me doing it because I just wanted the motor to be kind of clean when I was working on it, especially with the spark plugs and all that, because you really got to crawl in there in the ignition coils. You got to crawl in the engine, and I don't want to get all dirty and greasy, or minimal grease on me. So I'm going to start with the motor, and then we're going to get the brake dust off the wheels if we can. They're really stained up. I don't think they've been cleaned in years and years. It's really caked up on there. And then I'm going to go to the inside of the truck, and it's filthy. You guys are going to see. It's really filthy. It's been smoked in. There's dog hair in it. The dog hair's from my dog. That's his truck. His name's Jack, German Shepherd. Leo's still a puppy, but Jack rides with me everywhere, you know, in that truck that I go. That's his truck. But it's been smoked in, it's got the dog hair, and it's also not been clean, as you've seen from the previous videos if you've watched the other ones. So I'm going to deep clean the inside as well. And then hopefully by the time I get done with this, all the other oils and filters will be here and we can finish it up. Let's get started with the engine. Obviously this is the engine. I almost said, so here's the engine, but you guys know. I just have regular LA's Totally Awesome. You can get this at the Dollar Tree for, well, it's $1.25 now, but it used to be $1. You really don't want to cake this stuff up, and you really don't want to spray any pressurized water. It's not a good idea to spray a lot of water on your engine, because you know, all the electrical connections and all this type of stuff, your ignition coils, spark plugs, it's not good to get in here. But if you lightly spray it, it'll be okay, maybe. I just want to get this thing cleaned up. You can see there's a lot of junky looking stuff on it. I had it clean looking brand new, but then I went in and you've seen the previous videos, all the work that I've done to it, and I've spilled some oil on here and there and got grease in other places. First, you just want to make sure all your caps are good and closed off. Make sure your dipsticks are covered and pressed in like they should be. I've already checked those 3. Make sure engine oils, yep, that thing's not even wanting to come out, so I know it's in there good. Make sure all the covers are in place, and then I'll just lightly spray. I'll just do that right now. Come on. I'll just lightly spray over everything with the Totally Awesome. And you can see there's grease caked up right on the motor. I couldn't get that off last time. There's a lot of grease caked up right there. I'm gonna set you guys up, and then I'll just spray everything down so you can kind of watch me right quick here. Okay, I said don't use much and then used a half a bottle, but you can kind of, you know, use your own judgment for this. It's not going to look completely brand new. There's a lot of grease and oil down there. I'm just going to lightly hose over it. Going to kind of let the stuff soak in for maybe 2 or 3 minutes, something like that, just to give it time to kind of soak in and get to the oil and grease. And then we'll spray over it lightly with a hose pipe. Don't ever use a pressure washer. I mean, you can just do it at your own risk. You could potentially damage something, especially something electrical that causes your engine to run. I just advise against it. Just saturate it lightly with a hose pipe. It should be okay. Now that we've got the chemical washed off, pretty much just let it air dry. And this thing should clean up pretty well. You can see how much cleaner it got from just spraying it off with the hose pipe. There's still a little bit of grease down there on the head, but you know, I'm not really worried about that. It's a heck of a lot cleaner than it was. It looks okay to me. Next, we'll get the wheels clean. You can see how filthy these wheels are. I just have totally awesome. And where I sprayed the motor, it brought the level down to here, and I filled that much up with bleach. So it has that much totally awesome, that much bleach. I don't know that the bleach really does that much, but I read online that it helps a lot with stains on wheels and things like that. So let's see. That's probably good. I'll let that set for a minute, and then I'll get the hose pipe, spray it, and what doesn't come off, there's a wasp. You see that wasp? That's a cool looking wasp. Hopefully he doesn't sting me. Look at that. Can you see? It's a hello little wasp. Hopefully you guys saw that. I didn't just show the random ground. But oh goodness, mess you all up here. It probably, me screwing around just now, gave it time to do its thing. We'll spray with a hose pipe. Honestly, guys, I think a pressure washer would get this off pretty good. 1 minute. I'm not sure if you guys noticed on the front left wheel there is a broken wheel stud. So it looks like that's another video. You and I will learn that together because I've never done that before. Can't be that difficult though. Now that I've got majority of the oil, I'm gonna really clean the outside. The reason I just kind of sprayed over that, I just wanted to get the bulk of the grease and the oils off of it. That's the reason I did it in the gravel driveway, so I don't stain my concrete driveway up. But now that I've done that, let's go ahead and move to the inside. Here's the inside. It's really dirty. There's pet here, cigarette ashes, stains. I think we'll be able to get most of this stuff out. I hope so anyway. First thing I'm gonna do is get my air compressor and just get as much of this big stuff out of here as I possibly can. Actually, the first thing I'm gonna do is throw all that trash away in the trash can. Then I'm gonna get my air compressor and blow out what I can. Then I'll get the vacuum out what I can, and then we'll start on like the carpet. I have a mixture that I'm gonna show you guys in a bit, and I'm gonna spray on this to hopefully get most of the stains out. And I also have some adapter brushes, or some brushes that you can adapt to a drill to scrub. It'll make it a little bit easier on me. And then we'll work on these door panels and things. I don't think they'll be that bad. Let's find out. Guys, I want to show you something right quick. I went ahead and cleaned this chair, and I went ahead and cleaned this little area. I only went over that one time, and you can see what color it was and what color it is now. See the difference? I might go over it again. I don't know. This is going to be kind of a work truck, so it doesn't need to be perfectly spotless. I just want to get a majority of this junk out. But look how clean this seat is. This is the dirtiest seat. You can see the difference. I mean, just there to there. I'm gonna show you the reason that I went ahead and knock this out right quick is so I can make sure I get my mixture right before I just start saying, hey, mix this up, and then it doesn't work. And I also actually sprayed the mixture on this. I don't know if I'd recommend this. This is up to you. It's up to your discretion, but you guys can look back at how filthy this was a while ago, and I got all this perfectly clean. I'll go ahead and show you my mixture right quick that I'm using, and we'll get back to cleaning everything else. I have dish detergent, I have bleach, and I have Oxy carpet and upholstery cleaner. This bottle right here, what is it, like, it says 24 ounces. It's probably a 32-ounce bottle. I'm not exactly sure, but you can see, I would guess this is a 32-ounce bottle. This cleaner right here calls for 2 ounces per gallon, 2.5 ounces per gallon. Well, I put 2 ounces in this quart. And then I put a splash of bleach and a splash of dish detergent. Okay, and I'm actually, and you also want to use the hottest water you can get. I'm using like tap water out of my sink, but I get it as hot as I can and fill this container up. I'll film me mixing it so you guys kind of get an idea of what a splash is to me. Okay, 2 ounces of this stuff. And I'm gonna pour it in here. So I've got 2 ounces of that cleaner. I'm gonna pour it in here. And then I use that as my measuring cup. I'm gonna put the rest of the stuff in here. We'll get a splash of bleach. And a splash of dish detergent. Okay. Now we fill this up with the hottest water we can. Okay, so I've got this full of hot water, and I'm pre-mixing 2 of these at a time. I anticipate using about 2 gallons of this because this thing is so filthy. And I'm using the sprayer because it just makes it a heck of a lot faster, and it doesn't wear my hand out like the little hand sprayer does. So now once the top's on, I shake it up real good, and then I start cleaning. Hopefully you guys can see me okay. This is kind of a tight fit. I had to use the wide view like I did a while ago when I was vacuuming. But what I'm gonna do is spray this entire seat. I'm gonna do the floors last, obviously, because everything's gonna be filthy if I don't. But let's spray the seats. And then I have this drill attachment. It's a brush drill attachment, and I'll just go over the seats, scrub this stuff in, and then I'll vacuum it up with a wet dry vac with the filter removed. Make sure you remove the filter, because you don't want to suck a bunch of water up in a filter. That's not good. closer view of the driver's side. We got to work on this. That's the light switch. The headlights currently do not work, but we will get them working. All right, guys. Whoops. I'm tired of cleaning. I got the inside clean enough to where I'm happy with it. Like I said, I'm gonna order some floor mats, and I'll cover those, you know, the bulk of the stains in the floors up. I might even get seat covers and stuff like that to cover the holes where it looked like someone was using the seats as an ashtray. But like I said, we'll cover it, get it looking good. Mechanically, everything's really good on this truck. All we have left to do is, I found the squeak, by the way. I mentioned that in like the last video, I think it was. Like I said, this is a series, so if you haven't watched the other ones, go back and watch those. But it's the idler pulley, and I'm gonna have to change that. I'll make a video on how to do that. I found 2 bushings. When you drive this thing, it drives good, it drives great. Steering's good and everything's tight. But I heard some bolts. Sound like some bolts were loose. I was like, what the heck is that sound? So I get under the truck and look, and there's a stabilizer bar across there, and it's got a bolt on each side. Well, those bushings are gone. And the bolts, like I said, are supposed to have bushings that hold them in place to keep everything kind of separated, right? But the bushings are gone, so the bolts are just bouncing around. I can change those too. It's like 20 bucks. I'll make a video on that. I figured out how to change the broken lug that I talked about in the last video. Well, it might have been this video. I don't know. You guys will know if you watch the series. But I figured out how to fix that. I'll make a video on that. But other than those couple of things, we got to fix that switch, which I don't think will be that big of a deal. And we got to change the transmission fluid and the filter, and it came in yesterday. Still waiting on the gear oil, but I'm gonna change both of those in the same day so I can just have the truck jacked up and get oil at once. But after we do those, I'll clean the outside up. I think I can get the outside really clean. This will be a good looking truck once everything's said and done. I appreciate you guys watching. Especially me cleaning for so long. It was kind of satisfying in a way, but then again, it was like, when is this gonna end? But I appreciate you guys watching me, checking out this series. Like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you guys in the next one.